hardworking type? Or are you someone who works late into the night? Or are you someone who works really hard? Okay. Yes. Well, you have different colleagues at work who have different working styles. Some work really hard, some are a bit lazy. Yes. And we often discuss and describe working styles of people. So this is what today's lesson is about, talking about various working styles. Now the first one is nocturnal. Nocturnal means or is used for someone who is more active at night rather than the day. Now when we talk about an owl, we often describe it as a nocturnal bird because it stays awake at night, right? They stay awake at night. They are not active in the morning. So likewise, if you have colleagues who prefer working at night, now I'll give you an example. Many authors prefer working at night when it is silent and they can sit by themselves and they can connect with their thoughts, right? Because during the day, there may be a lot of disturbance, distractions, the phone, beeping all the time. So there are people who like to, prefer working only at night. So probably they really are more productive post 10 or 11 at night. So that is when we say, oh, he's a nocturnal worker or a nocturnal employee. Okay. The next one I have here is burning the midnight oil lamp. Now, burning the midnight oil lamp is self-explanatory, as you can see, midnight oil lamp. So, someone who works late into the night, or many times you have children who, kind of don't study throughout the year, and when the examinations are coming closer, they kind of burn the midnight oil lamp. That means they start studying the entire day and go into the night, hoping to prepare and fare well in the exams. So that is when we say burning the midnight oil lamp. Now when you have employees who probably procrastinate their tasks, oh, I'll do it later, it can wait. And when the time comes, when your deadline is near, you realize you are running out of time, and to meet your deadline, you actually burn the midnight oil lamp. So people who work late into the night, okay, they start from the day but really work late into the night, we describe them as someone who burns the midnight oil lamp. Alright, the next type is bureaucratic. This is also one of the leadership styles. But yes, a lot of people like to follow long procedures and maybe a lot of protocols in their organization. If you want them to get some work done, or if you want them to do something, they believe in going with a typical procedure, yeah. And we call them bureaucratic. Now I'll give you an example. If I have to cancel a class and if I just plan to make an announcement, verbal announcement, and tell them, hey, we don't have class tomorrow because it's, we're nearing the festive season, so there's no class tomorrow. And that is just a simple way of calling off the class. But if I want to call off the class, and if my coordinator says, Rachna, you need to put an email and then you need to take permission and then I will revert with a confirmation, that means she's being bureaucratic because she is going by typical procedures and protocols. So someone who will not budge, who will not even kind of make an exception, no matter what the emergency is or the urgency is, he is someone who's very bureaucratic. So if you have a person like this at work who will only go by procedures or set standards and will not be ready to make an exception irrespective of the situation, now you know what to call him. He is someone who is very bureaucratic, or a bureaucratic employee, or we in the noun form we call them, oh, he's a bureaucrat. Okay, now the next one is meticulous. Meticulous means looking into every little detail. They do not leave any scope for negligence. So someone who looks into his work in a very detailed manner, right from storing the data to saving it to organizing it, and every detail of the data, we call them meticulous. Oh, he's a meticulous worker or a meticulous colleague of mine. Well, it's great to have such people because they are so particular and detail oriented that, like I said, they leave no scope for negligence. But sometimes it just could be a little annoying because they look into every minute thing. But for analysts and people in such fields, it's a great quality or a great working style is to be meticulous. The next one is pioneering. Well, I love such people and such workers or colleagues because these are the people who always bring something new to the table. So say for example, you are at a meeting and probably a brainstorming session, and one of your colleague comes out with an innovative way or maybe an innovative solution, or comes out with a new method of doing something in your office. Well, then he is very pioneering because these are the people who always bring something new, and we all love new things and new procedures and new changes and nice changes in our organization, don't we? So, well, if you have such colleagues, they're wonderful people to hang out with because you also learn a lot from them. Right, let's take a look at some more type of people on their working styles. The next one is enterprising. Now, enterprising is someone who takes the initiative of doing something. It could be doing something new, it could be doing a task which is not theirs, and someone who is very resourceful to the organization, right? So we call them enterprising. So if you have someone who's enterprising, be rest assured that he is always going to take the initiative to do new things or the tasks that are already there, and they also bring a lot of value to the organization. Yes, friends? So, great colleagues to have at your workplace, enterprising people. The next one says, work one's fingers to the bone. Now, this is just a way of saying that a person is very hardworking. So, yes, friends, there are people who are continuously working very hard because they want to climb the ladder of success. They leave no stone unturned. They do everything it takes to complete their tasks and to get promoted. These are people who inspire you because they are the ones who never give up and continuously work hard. So if you want to say someone is very hardworking or extremely hardworking, this is a good expression to use. So I could say John works his fingers to the bone. That means John is an extremely hardworking person. And the last one says armchair critic. Now, armchair critic, you know, it's an armchair like your grandfather's chair. Yeah, you put your arms and you just sit. Now, an armchair critic is someone who sits on his chair all day long but has a lot of comments to pass on his colleagues. He doesn't do much. Yeah, he actually doesn't do much, but he's always ready to comment at his colleagues or the work done by his colleagues or his colleagues' performance. And it's pretty annoying to have such people because they really don't do anything. They're not active. They just spend the time sitting, observing and passing comments. But yes, we do have people like these. And if you do have them at your workplace, just don't feel too bad. overlook and ignore to what they've got to say. Okay friends, so these are the basic working styles of people, and you could use them in your daily conversation when you want to talk about your colleagues or your friends or your family members' working style. Go ahead and use them. Well, do let me know what is your working style. I'll be back soon with a new lesson. Till then, take care and bye.